Shouldn't even have to be doing this video, but I'm just gonna get this shit out the way and call it a day. Now, first and foremost, I want to give a public apology to Thelonious. Now, granted, I've already gave him a personal apology on the side off cam about the situation that happened at Capital Warfare. But again, I want to give a public apology to him because I understand what he invested into, the event itself. So I want to give him an apology again. Now, giving the people my perspective of what happened and what led up to me walking out of the venue. In no way, shape, or form, with anything that I'm about to say, until I get to the official reason why I walked out of the venue, all I ask is just have a clear and open mind about everything that I'm talking about. That's it. If you don't, it's fine. It is what it is. I don't give a fuck at this point. I didn't give a fuck then. I don't care now. That's why I shouldn't even have to be doing this video, but I'm getting out the way. So, getting to the event. Everything was running on nigga time anyway, so things weren't set up at the time it should have been set up. Now, there was technical difficulties with the mic, which it was plain as day. We weren't able to have the wireless mics for the battle itself. It was unfortunate, but I was working with and the people behind the scenes, as far as Chris, even Toke, DJ P-Tie. We were all trying to figure out, a way to where we were still able to get the battle off the way that we could. With working with what we had at that moment in time. Cool. So fast forwarding, people are starting to come in. The performances begin to start. Pat shows up. Salute to him. Because I give credit where credit is due. He had his entourage. He had a support system behind him. Take nothing away from that. I take nothing away from that. Now, Pat was doing a lot of weird shit from my perspective. Just doing a lot of weird shit. He's starting problems with Thelonious in there because he's so hyped the battle. I get it. I understand. Like, we both talked back and forth with this battle and shit, and we wanted to give the people a show. I know he's just as disappointed as I am, but he's running with the coattail on everything that's going on behind the scenes. That's here and there. So once once Badger performed, because Badger was the last performance. Once the battle was done, there was one song that was played, and then it was straight to the battles. They gave us the opportunity to have a song played to us walking out to it. And I feel like that was the start of the bullshit that I seen from my perspective. Pat comes out. He came out to, if I'm not mistaken, Mobb Deep, Quiet Storm. Cool. His entourage, again, listen, kudos to you, bro. His entourage was behind him. Then they introduced me. I come out to Phil Collins, Phil in the air. Immediately, I heard somebody say, "Oh, turn that shit off." Boom, boom. You can just tell going in there, it was one-sided. Now, when I speak about the one-sided shit, I wanted to make it a point that for the past 3 days prior to this battle leading up, I wanted to let the people know, listen, if you go into this battle expecting and already having your winner in your head, the battle is going to get swayed one way. And another problem that I had within this battle was this is a local event. This is not a URL event. So it's different, and it showed. Everyone went in there with the mindset of it being a URL event, and that was not the case. But again, that's here nor there. I already made it a point I was going first. I didn't care what he had to say. You've seen it in the footage. Actually, I have parts of this footage. I'll probably be putting it in here, as I'm saying it. But, I let it be known I was going first. I started trying to get my shit off, as far as saying I feel disrespected. Starting my round off. Pat goes, no, I'm going first. Are we flipping the coin? Boom, boom. I wasn't hearing none of that. I didn't care. I didn't care about none of that. It is what it is. I still ended up going first anyway. They flipped the coin behind my back and all that other shit. Cool, whatever. I try to get through my rounds. Immediately, the crowd is talking throughout my entire round. Literally no type of respect for the battle itself and what people were waiting to see. There was no respect. People were talking throughout the whole round. Still managed to some way, somehow get my first round off. Now, granted, I didn't get everything out from my first round that I wanted to get out because I cut it short. But that's here nor there. So then Pat goes. Pat goes, it's a bunch of gas. It's a bunch of gas. But it is what it is. That was your entourage. They did what they were supposed to do. Kudos to y'all. Second round goes. It started back up. People talking through my round. I let it be known, and I'm going to put it in a clip right here. I said, and I quote, if this shit continues, I'm leaving. I'm out of here.
Come on, let the man rap. Let the man rap.
Back for that. I think it's just back.
Let the man rap.
Yo. Let these niggas rap. They put work in these rounds. Let them rap. Let them rap.
You guys see the footage where I'm saying, I'm out of here. It still continued. The mics kept cutting off. Now, in no way, shape, or form am I using the mic situation as an excuse. It is what it is. It's technical difficulty. I was behind the scenes trying to figure it out with them on what we can potentially do. These are things that aren't talked about. You feel what I'm saying? But the technical difficulties wasn't the problem for me. Nothing that Pat said within his round mattered to me. I was laughing throughout the whole time he was rapping. I was laughing. You can see it for yourself. I was laughing the entire time. There was nothing he said that I felt offended by. There was nothing that moved me, emotional about, none of that. I was laughing about it, genuinely laughing about it because I expected more from him. He stole bars from Conceited, DNA, but I'm not here to talk about that. I'm not here to talk about that. So the reason why I walked out of the venue, I was not allowed to rap. It's plain as day. I was not allowed to rap. I went to pick the mic up because I said, fuck that. Let me just, grab the mic and just try to get my rounds off. But it took away from the performance. Anybody that holds a mic and knows battle rap and watches battle rap knows holding a mic takes away from the performance. So me even doing that, I couldn't get my performance off, especially the Mortal Kombat scheme that I had in that particular part of the round. I shouldn't have been holding a mic for that because that was all performance based on top of the bars that I had for it. Now, like I said, I grabbed the mic, the performance just is going on. The mic cuts off. I didn't turn the mic off because if that's the case, if I turn the mic off, why would I still continue to try to rap? Why would I still continue to try and rap? It makes no sense. The mic cutting off was the nail on the coffin for me, but the reason why I walked out of the venue was because I was not given the opportunity to rap. If I was not given the opportunity to rap, what the fuck was I there for? There was no reason for me to be there if I was not able to rap, because that's what I was there to do, to rap. I wasn't there to punch Pat in the face. I wasn't there to criticize nothing he had to say. I'll give kudos where kudos is there. He had one bar that stood out to me, and it was the Artil flip line, and I gave him credit on that. That's shown on camera. I gave him credit for that. But everything else that he said, it didn't move me. I felt disappointed that the amount of shit that he led up to saying didn't matter. It didn't matter. You proved me wrong, and you also proved me right in the same breath, if that makes any sense to you guys. But not to even drag this shit on again. The reason I walked out of the building was because I was not allowed to rap, so there was no reason for me to be there. There was no reason for me to be there. I didn't care that when I walked off the stage, Thelonious grabbed the mic, patted it, and it worked all of a sudden. We can play conspiracy theory with that if we want to. That's fine. Again, I don't care about any of that. I don't care what anybody has to say about my decision to do that, because if nobody was in my shoes in that particular portion of the battle to understand what was going on. You feel what I'm saying? So again, I hate that I'm even doing this. To the people in the comments and saying this, that, and the third, y'all opinion is y'all opinion. I'm nobody to argue y'all opinion. Y'all are gonna have y'all opinion regardless. Y'all were looking for an answer from me. You guys have it, and yet you guys are still gonna have your own answer in your own head anyway. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. But I'm just getting this out there so people know, you feel what I'm saying, that I was fully prepared. I just was not able to be given the opportunity to showcase that. There's another thing that I want to touch on too. Like, there was a lot of people that were saying, because I was reading the comments and shit. There was a lot of people that saying that, you know, there was a lot of people from the city that was supporting me. It didn't show. It didn't show. And the reason why I say this, Pat's whole entourage was in the front. The people that quote unquote said they supported me were in the back. So doing whatever it is y'all were doing. So how can you guys support me from afar? So it further proves the point on things that I've been saying that I'm not going to touch on in this video, because that's a totally different topic that I just don't care about. You know what I mean? Like, people were saying I'm canceled from the city because of me walking out. People were saying, you know, I can't show my face back in these events. I fucked my name up. They're saying, first and foremost, they're saying me being quote unquote canceled from Harrisburg. They're saying that to me as if that's a bad thing. If anything, that's a good thing for me, because this city only thrives off of three things itself: controversy, popularity contest, crabs in the barrel. That's the three things. That's why this city will never get to. I ain't even gonna touch. I'm not even gonna touch on that. I'm not even gonna touch on that, because again, that's a whole nother headache of a topic to talk about. But
not a topic to talk about.
Yeah, it's corny, man. It's corny. But like I said, unfortunately, I had to make this video. You know what I mean? I wanted to get my shit off. You know, I wanted Pat to be able to get his shit off. I'm gonna touch on this too, and then I'm just gonna close this video out. Because I'm really not trying to. I'm really not trying to like drag this on or nothing. But I will be dropping a video probably shortly after this. You know, spitting all three of my rounds, so therefore you guys can hear them in full. I'm not spitting this for y'all to be, you know, being like, oh well, you know, trying to compare it to certain shit, like, you know what I mean, like. But that's, again, that I'm gonna be doing that, and then again I'm gonna be back to doing what I've been doing realistically. Yeah, man, it was a one-sided thing, and like I said, I just wish I was. I just wish I was able to rap. That's it. I just wish I was able to rap. I feel like if the respect level was there, and people were there to see the battle specifically, because I'm pretty sure it was about 75% of the people in there were looking forward to seeing the battle. But there was just no respect behind it. Now, I know Pat himself might even say, okay, well, they weren't even trying to let me rap either. Okay, but they're your entourage, though, so they know when to shut the fuck up when you're trying to get off. You guys recited this shit for so long. You know what I'm saying? You guys had all the time to prepare for this type of shit. I don't know if you guys was on shit. I don't care. I don't care. But the simple fact that you couldn't even control your own entourage said something. You know, and that's a stain on your jacket that you got to live with too at the end of the day. Because you weren't able to showcase yourself how you should have. And that's just me being a real man about the situation. You feel what I'm saying? Fuck all the underlying shit that we went through and all that other shit. Your peoples fucked this battle up. It wasn't me walking out of the venue. It was your peoples that fucked the battle up. And then I will just leave it at that. Shout out to all my real supporters, Visionary Gang. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that, you know, just genuinely understood where I came from. Because there was a lot of people, you know, that was defending me and was speaking the right shit, the same shit that I'm even saying in this video. And you had the trolls that were trolling them on that shit. But that's what trolls and opportunists do, realistically. Like I said, the city only thrives off of three things: controversy, popularity contest, and crabs in the barrel effect. It showed last night. Anybody that can tell me how I'm supposed to feel about it, I'm not worried about you guys, because you guys weren't in my shoes. You were either behind the screen watching it, or you were part of that dumb shit that just happened. So either way, I don't care. I don't care. I went home, laughed about it with my bros, with my wife, got drunk as shit, went to bed. Woke up to people still talking about me. Why? If I'm so canceled, you're still talking about me. I'm confused about that. But
and Styles P's in the building tonight.
Yeah, and Styles P is here at HMAC tonight.
It's wild.
So, like I said, people, I don't know. Like I said,
you cancel, you nobody.
They prove my point with shit, man. But like I said, at the end of the day, overall the performers, you know, I even put that out there that I was more excited to see the performers and, you know, see some of my peers that I haven't seen in so long because I don't be in the mix with people. I was more excited to see them than the actual battle itself. Now, saying that, that's not me taking away from the battle itself because, of course, I was prepared for it. But you know, it's just I was more excited to see them, but and then just seeing how the energy just shifted. You feel what I'm saying? And seeing people's true colors with certain shit, it said a lot to me, man. It really said a lot. It said a lot. But all the other underlining dumb shit that people were saying in the comments, I don't care about none of that. I don't care. It is what it is. People are going to talk about this for 2-3 days maximum, and then go on with their fucking life. It is what it is. I'm going to do the same thing. So I don't care. I don't care, bro. I'm not one of those people that gives a fuck about shit like that. You know, but again, man, I just wanted to give you guys my point of view on why I walked out. So again, I'll say it for one final time and then I'm over it. I left because I was not allowed to rap. Plain and simple. I was not allowed to rap. So it was either me do other shit that could have really fucked the event up or just walk out. I gave myself those two options. I chose to walk out. Respect it if you respect it. Disrespect it if you don't respect it. I don't give a fuck. It's your boy Bees and I'm signing out.